Technology can be incredibly helpful and rewarding, but it can also be overwhelming and habit-forming, to the point of even addiction.
In this video, we are going to talk about another crisis in this generation, technology addiction, common types of technology addiction, and how to be proactive against it.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dusty.
And I'm Ray. We believe healthy living doesn't have to be complicated.
It starts with a new mindset and education.
Join in on our mission of living better every day.
Tech and social media might feel as if they are getting a little bit out of control within the recent years, but since they have been a part of the social fabric of this current generation, it might feel overwhelming trying to think of how to put limitations on these devices.
Any addiction, whatever the source is, pulls us out of the moment, away from the relevant day-to-day events, and technology is no exception. Think about it. Each time we check our social media, there's a possibility that there will be something there for us. Whether there actually is or not, just the act of getting a notification or impression on a post reinforces an aspect of who we think we are and also releases a dose of the feel-good dopamine neurotransmitters.
Technology can start to become a huge place where we go to get rewarded and feel significant, or it can be used as a place to distract us from reality and avoid engaging in uncomfortable situations.
Social media is just one part of the technology addiction. We'll get into the different types of addiction a little later on in this video, and there are so many ways we could go. But for the sake of simplicity, let's stick to social media.
Social media addiction is a real issue, and it's no joke. It involves being overly hooked on social media apps, with the urge to use them being uncontrollable at times. This addiction can take away time that could be spent on important life tasks.
If you've ever been on social media platforms like Facebook, Snapchat, or Instagram, then you know that they can produce similar impacts to your brain as gambling and recreational drugs. It's crazy, huh? It's been found that getting retweets, likes, and shares brings about a dopamine high similar to the one you get from cocaine.
That's why some neuroscientists liken social media interaction to sticking your brain with a syringe of dopamine.
Statista's report in 2022 revealed that there are 5 billion internet users, which increased from the year prior, which means that there's a potential every year for that number to grow.
Has tech gone too far? Or rather than blaming it on a tool that has been provided, have we as a society allowed it to run uncontrolled and unmanaged in our lives like a wildfire? Knowing that sure, maybe this is all new, but it's techy, edgy, and so convenient. It can't be that bad. Knowing that someday, eventually studies would be out verifying what our parents would always tell us. Get off your phone. Stop watching so much TV. You're gonna fry your brains out.
Well, those studies are out, and they've been out for quite a while. But the crisis at hand is that this generation has created a monster that won't easily be tamed. It's up to us to peel our hands from over our ears, be aware, get educated, and to help a generation of kids who don't know anything else but to be addicted to the technology that we've thrown in their face since they were one.
So yes, let's just say the addiction was only harming social skills, family relationships, and work ethics, but it's not. It's also having a negative effect on the physical and mental health of the user.
Yes, the negative symptoms are growing in research. Although many factors can affect physical and mental health, the following outcomes could be symptoms of tech overuse and addiction.
Studies have shown a strong connection between tech addiction and mental health issues, like anxiety and depression, particularly with smartphone addiction, internet abuse, and gaming. It's really worrying to think that excessive tech usage could be leading to mental health issues in teens. Not only that, it's also believed that this could be having a part to play in increasing adolescent suicide rate, especially when you consider cyberbullying, public shaming, and other emotionally abusive social behaviors that have been well documented.
Yep. Have you ever had to repeat yourself 100 times because your spouse wasn't listening to you for the first 99 times because being on the phone? Besides this extremely annoying reality, internet addiction has been tied to ADHD tendencies and has only increased the issue instead of providing a controlled environment to increase aid in focus and concentration.
Not only can the anxiety and depression brought on by tech addiction result in sleep problems, but the artificial blue light emitted by computer screens and cell phones is known to suppress the production of melatonin, resulting in sleeplessness. And that's not all. Excessive screen time is also linked to obesity, eye problems, including eye strain and dry eye, hearing damage, musculoskeletal symptoms like text neck, injuries, and accidents.
So, if addiction to tech is real and the negative effects of it are harming our overall quality of life, how do we know if we're addicted?
Heads up. If you think you may be getting addicted to social media, ask yourself these 6 questions. If you answer yes to more than 3 of them, it's possible that you're developing an addiction.
Do you spend a lot of time thinking about or planning to use social media?
Do you feel the urge to use social media more and more?
Do you use social media to distract yourself from personal problems?
Do you ever try to cut down on your social media usage but struggle to stay off?
Do you become restless or troubled if you are unable to use social media?
Have you used social media so much that it's had a negative impact on your job or studies?
While these are good questions, you could easily replace social media with any tech piece of addiction in question: TV, Netflix, online shopping, and other areas that we will talk about soon.
Even though you might have answered no to each of these questions, keep in mind that big tech is just trying to find ways to get you to use their product more and more.
And it's working. There are over 5 billion internet users.
Some teenagers spend up to 9 hours per day on social media.
95% of teens use YouTube, next to TikTok at 67%.
Kids spend an average of 102 minutes per day on TikTok.
TikTok is also the social app most blocked by parents.
Many teens sleep with their phones by their bed.
Over 31% were reported to exhibit symptoms of anxiety.
Every single day, our phones are screaming at us to pay attention to them. But phones and social media is just one outlet for tech. Now let's dive into some other forms.
Some of the most common forms of technology addiction would be gaming addiction. Gaming has really taken off in a big way. You can play them on consoles, PCs, and even your phone. One of the main reasons why gaming is so addicting are all the rewards, hidden goodies, and bonus missions. I mean, every time you complete a level, take out an enemy, or unlock something new, it's like getting a hit of dopamine that gives you a ton of satisfaction. This can become addicting.
As we mentioned earlier, social medias like TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and more can be totally addicting. These days, it's not uncommon to spend a lot of time aimlessly scrolling through social media feeds, watching YouTube or TikTok videos just for something to do. It helps ease loneliness, boredom, and other psychological ailments, not to mention doom scrolling, which is the horrible habit of body comparison and I hate my life syndrome that can ruin someone's life if not addressed right away.
When it comes to gambling disorder, that stands alone as its own addiction. But if you're gambling online, then the problem of pathological digital usage should be assessed and addressed at the same time. The American Psychiatric Association recognizes internet gambling disorder as a diagnosable mental health disorder. Gambling addiction has the highest suicide rate of all addictions, including those related to substance abuse.
Because of technology, pornography has become more accessible than ever before. Really, it's only seconds away, anytime, anywhere, to anyone. The majority of children have been exposed to pornography multiple times by the age of 13. Porn has always deeply affected individuals, but now with fast internet speeds, it definitely has become a crisis that has a myriad of mental, emotional, and health ramifications.
Online shopping addiction, otherwise known as compulsive buying disorder, is a real issue. It's a type of addiction that causes people to impulsively buy stuff online, oftentimes without thinking about the consequences. I mean, you're just shopping. Shopping online can be a quick fix to boost your mood and avoid any unpleasant emotions. It's not just about the act of buying, but also the thrill of window shopping before you actually hit the purchase button.
People who are obsessed with their job can often be praised for being hard workers. While work addiction is distinct from digital addiction, there are often technological issues associated with it, especially for those in executive positions or those who do office-related work. Taking emails to bed, working through the weekends, and holidays can be very damaging. It leads to a disconnection with family, high stress, and other problems with our mental health and well-being.
Technology is coming at us from all angles. We just touched on a few. The initial step to dealing with digital addiction is for the individual to become aware of the issue and have the will to seek help and accountability.
But you don't have to be addicted to be proactive with boundaries that help support your health. I mean, Bill Gates didn't let his children have cell phones until they were teenagers, and Steve Jobs didn't even let his kids use iPads or iPhones. So no, you aren't alone in saying no to screen time.
Simple ways to be proactive in reducing your smartphone and tech use would be to track how much you currently are on your device.
Turn off all non-essential notifications.
Start using apps on your desktop instead of your phone, especially social media apps.
Create screen-free, phone-free areas in the home. Dinner table, bathrooms, and bedrooms.
Have a set time schedule that you turn off your phone completely.
Technology addiction is one of the leading crises in this generation. And in order to overcome and successfully conquer this, we need to have a mindset shift.